Good morning, Bellevue High School. With TOLO, prom, and for many of our students, college on the horizon, we're dedicating this week to understanding sexual assault.
Sexual assault has been and continues to be a critical issue facing our nation, our community, and our school.
It is important to note that sexual assault may manifest itself in many different forms. This may include unwanted sexual touching, to groping, to other forms that we're all too familiar with.
The reported numbers for sexual assault are startling, and many assaults aren't even reported. We need change, and we can do better.
It's easy to dismiss the numbers when you don't fully understand what they mean. But that doesn't change the fact that every 98 seconds, an American is sexually assaulted.
1 in 4 women in the United States will experience sexual assault in their lifetime, and 1 in 6 women will experience an attempted or completed rape.
1 in 6 men will experience sexual assault in their lifetime, with 1 in 33 men in the United States experiencing an attempted or completed rape in their lifetime.
LGBTQ people experience even higher levels of assault, and nearly half of all transgender people will experience a sexual assault.
15% of assaults occur before the age of 18. In your age group, for females aged 16 to 19, you are 4 times more likely than the general population to be victims of rape, attempted rape, or sexual assault.
It doesn't get better in college, with college-age women 3 to 4 times more likely than the general population to be victims of rape, attempted rape, or sexual assault.
Assault and rape are not a new phenomenon in our society, but by talking about this and learning what our role can be in ensuring consent, we can make a difference.
It is paramount for us to create a culture of consent at Bellevue High School.
In the context of this conversation, consent is an agreement to engage in sexual activity.
Consent is freely given, without pressure, manipulation, or under the influence of drugs or alcohol.
Consent is reversible. Anyone can change their mind at any time.
Consent is clear. Consent can be with words or with body language.
Consent is fully willing. You should only do the things that you want to do, not what somebody expects you to do.
Consent is specific. Saying yes to one thing is not saying yes to everything. If you're not sure if you have consent, just ask.
The concept of consent is actually very simple, and we seek consent all the time. Would you like a hug? Would you like a piece of gum? If you don't have consent for sex, it is assault.
If a person says no, maybe, or nothing at all, it is clear that you do not have consent.
If a person is unconscious, asleep, or impaired by alcohol or drugs, then they cannot give consent.
If a person is resisting in any way, or you are using fear or manipulation to coerce, you do not have consent.
It is important to be aware of positions of power. When someone controls your paycheck, your well-being, or your grade, it's nearly impossible to give consent.
Just because a person is wearing certain clothes, or even no clothes, or if they're kissing or flirting, does not mean that you have consent to do anything beyond what they've already given you consent to do. And just because a person has consented in the past, does not mean that you can assume future consent.
To create a culture of consent, we have to be sure that everyone has the option to say no or to stop without fear of consequences.
Creating a culture of consent is not about making things awkward or being a killjoy. It's about creating a safe and enjoyable experience for everyone. Consent should be part of every sexual encounter, and it's simple. Ask, can I kiss you, or do you like that? Consent, it's sexy.
During Sexual Assault Awareness Week, students and staff have organized some spaces for further learning and discussion.
Today in the library from 3:30 to 4:45, we'll be screening He Said, She Said, an episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine dealing with sexual assault, and discussing how it relates to our school and our experiences.
On Wednesday, from 1:15 to 2:45 in the library, Seattle Against Slavery will be joining us to host a workshop on sex trafficking in the Seattle area.
On Thursday from 3:45 to 5 o'clock, we will have a panel-led discussion in the library led by survivors of sexual assault, such as myself, who will share their experiences and how they recovered emotionally from those experiences. You will also have a chance to share your thoughts and ask questions.
The most important thing we as a staff want to emphasize is that if you ever have or if you ever do experience sexual assault, it's not your fault.
If for any reason you feel you need support or know someone who does, your teachers and your counselors will hear you and help you become connected with resources. You're not alone. We're here for you.
Above all else, I want you to know that I believe you.
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 I believe you.